evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I'm your host, Ripley, and I'll be imitating another duplicators. Comes out to this time. Gonna run through with the Greensboro, North Carolina. And what? Before we go into this week's show, just like always, we're gonna switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind. Then big highlight from SmackDown that gonna go over, but before we do, gonna go over some of the other stuff that happened in the show first, obviously. Now, the show started off with the first triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. It was AJ Styles, Edge, and Rey Mysterio. Fucking, pardon the pun, given that AJ's in it, fucking phenomenal. It was a hell of a good triple threat match. I would dare say probably my favorite to date in 2023. So yeah, and I absolutely loved it. And one thing I do want to note on is I saw one or two people talking about it on Twitter saying, man, Edge is this old and AJ's this old and Rey's this old and I can't believe they're all this old. And I don't remember their exact ages, but they all range from in the 40s, anywhere from early to late. And it was just, I can't believe they can all they can work this good. My first thought was, age don't mean shit if you're a good worker. Now, you may not be able to do the same stuff you did 10 or 20 years beforehand, but that don't mean that you still can't. If you're a good worker, dude, that don't mean shit. You know? Now, that aside, AJ, he got the win, so we'll see who's AJ's going to go up against in a minute. The next triple threat match was Sheamus, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory, and this felt like a little segment from Sesame Street with one of these things is not like the other, one of these things is not like the other, it's you! And just Austin Theory, and listen, Theory's not a small guy, body-wise, but you put him in between Sheamus and Bobby Lashley, that's, well, to put it in a simple bodybuilding term, that's like having a bodybuilder that's in the 200 and under category competing against guys that are in the 200 or 300 plus category. Yeah, he looked really small in comparison. But it was still a damn good match. At one point, Bobby Lashley actually even got busted open, and I was just like, whoa, shit, we got blood. And, and Bobby, he got the win. My first thought was, when he got the win, oh shit, is he going to be able to compete later on because of the blood? Because he got busted open? Fast forward to the end of the night with the match, AJ and Bobby, they put on a hell of a match. A hell of a match. And I'm not going to lie, a angry, pissed off, bloodied Bobby Lashley, because the cut on Bobby did get ripped open and he had half of his face wearing the proverbial crimson mask. That is now hands down my new favorite form of Bobby Lashley. Yeah. So, a hell of a match between them two. AJ got the win, so now it's set in stone. In Saudi Arabia, we're going to have Seth Elizabeth Rollins, because his middle name is not frickin', going against the phenomenal AJ Styles, and the winner will be the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Hell of a night. Hell of a good match that's going to turn out to be. Now, Baron Corbin had a match against Cameron Grimes, who was making his SmackDown debut, and just as quick as the match started, ding, 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 the match ended. Cameron Grimes ran, did the cave-in, 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Excuse me. Yeah. So now we're seeing the further downward, deeper descent into Baron Corbin, and honestly, I have zero problem with this. So yeah. Moving along, next up is where the big announcement came in. The Bloodline all came out with Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, came out. The tribal chief, I should say, came out. and addressed the elephant in the room. We're going to talk about you two, referring to the Usos, match. Oh, you think I wasn't going to talk about that? No. You lost at WrestleMania. You lost when the entire world was watching you. And then, on your rematch that you dedicated to me, you lost. I mean, come on now. What was... And then Roman just started really needling, like, I believe it was Jimmy. He just kept needling, like, face washing him, pushing, poking, like, you gonna do something? Huh? And then once it looked like he was about to, Jay stepped in. Whoa! We apologize. We messed up. We're sorry. We're wrong. We screwed up. And then Roman, yeah. Now we're gonna bring them titles back to the bloodline, back to the family. Wise man. Yes, my tribal chief. Hit them with the news. And then mein Xaiver, Paul Heyman, said it as only as elegantly as he could. Ladies and gentlemen, at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be defending their undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships against the Bloodline, and the team that will be consisted of is Solo Sikoa and your undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, Roman Reigns. And you could just see the Usos, like, jaws hit the floor, like, but we're the tag team here. And then Roman, just to rub salt into the wound. And we're dedicating this match, we're going to dedicate this win to the greatest tag team ever. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans. So yeah, Roman just kind of rubbed the salt into that wound for the Usos. But let's just take a moment, because the big thing that my jaw hit the floor on. Sami Zayn is finally competing in a match in Saudi Arabia. Now, for those who may not understand the significance on that, Sami, while he's from Montreal, he's Syrian. His family, his mom and dad immigrated from Syria. Sami does a lot of charity work for Syria. And I am not saying one bad thing on it or one way or another. I'm just saying it is a big step. Because, and I talk about this every fucking Saudi show. Time and patience, because you need evolution. As much as I'd love for the change to happen drastically overnight, just like that, unfortunately it always can't. And much like what the idea of Ted Turner have, with sports being a conduit to help bridge the gap between cultures, this is kind of like the same thing. Now, obviously, we're not going to see, like, low-riding jeans and Starbucks on every corner over there. But you look back from the first Saudi show up until now. First one or two shows. No women on it whatsoever. None. Then, what did we get? We got a woman commentator on there. Renee Paquette, at that time Renee Young. First female commentator for working a Saudi Arabia show. Then we got women's matches. Then we had women being highlighted and plastered on the billboards all around there for it. And now look where we're at, where we're having a Syrian getting to have a match in Saudi Arabia. It's a big deal, For those who may not see the significance on it, okay, I feel bad for you for not seeing it, but it's a big step. Because again, it's bridging the conduit, helping small little steps along the way. Try and, make the peace. Now with that said, let's move forward. Liv Morgan and Raquel had a match defending their tag titles against Bayley and Dakota Kai. This was a good match. Liv and Raquel got the win. Spoiler alert, they said on Monday Liv was injured during the match, so the tag title defense match that was scheduled for Raw did not happen. However, we will get onto that when we get into Raw. Bianca came out to have a championship celebration. Asuka came out, offered to do a handshake. You know, friendly, sports, you know, respect the code of honor and all. Shook her hand, and then next thing you know, hit the mist. You could just see Bianca, all that. So, and people are, Asuka turned, whereas, you know, not gonna lie, I would have zero problems taking that shot from the mist from Asuka. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Yeah. So, then we get, that's pretty much it for SmackDown. So with that said, let's get into this week's show. Raw in Greensboro. It starts out with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn out there addressing the match that was announced on SmackDown. That Sami, hey, listen, guys, we found out right when you guys did. We didn't know, but one thing's for certain: no matter what, we're gonna go over there. We're gonna kick their ass. And then we're going to come home, and we're still going to be the undisputed tag champs. Then, as they're doing that, Judgment Day comes out, and Owens, whoa, stop it right there. I don't even want to hear what you guys got to say, because honestly, I don't want to. No, just come in here, let's have a fight, and we'll settle it right here, right now. And Owens was Owens was moving and talking like you'd have thought he downed like 5 cups of coffee back to back right before he came out when he was doing that. Like, whoa, we just want to talk, that's all. And then Finn saying, listen, before you guys go over there, we just want you to know, no matter what, win, lose, or draw, we got next. So, you guys can think all you want you're going to win. We know you're not, but we're going to go and beat them, and then we're going to take those tag titles that you lost. So then they start squawking back and forth a little, and they say, you want to have a match later tonight? All right, yeah, we can do this. So we'll get to that. So the first match of the night was Shinsuke Nakamura going against The Miz, and this came to be from the fallout from the triple threat last week on Raw. And Nakamura, he was leading early on. Miz wound up leading into the break. It was nice pace and flow for the match. It was actually also a nice sequence where they were trading pins with each other after the commercial break. Good action on it. Match came to an end when Nakamura, he popped the Kinshasa, and I'm not gonna lie, I missed hearing Corey Graves yelling, Kinshasa! Yeah. So, next up, we got the Intercontinental Battle Royal to determine who Gunther will be facing at the Night of Champions Saudi show. And at the start, your A-tip. Now, you saw basically the mid-card list, for lack of a better term. I'm not using that in a despairing way, I'm just saying. And the jobber or enhancement talent were the first to go out, and probably one of the bigger takeaways was Dolph Ziggler eliminated JD McDonough, who was at that time making his first Raw debut in this match. He eliminated him, then Ziggler got eliminated, and then McDonough just went postal and went straight up berserk on him and was like beating the hell out of him, ramming his head up against the stairs and all, and yeah. And honestly, my first thought, and I've been saying it since he showed up on NXT, they need to make sure that man does not do a headbutt, because his head is really not proportioned with his body. He's got like a head that's like, he looks like a human Funko Pop. Like, he's got a big head. Now, and this is coming from somebody who does have a big head, but mine's is actually proportioned with my body. His looks like a Funko Pop head on a body. Like, yeah, like, damn. But, decent enough. It was decent enough. Battle Royal, what you'd expect. Now, thank the gods on high. Riddle got eliminated because everyone was thinking at the start, oh, it's going to be him because he was antagonizing and teasing Gunther at the start, who was ringside watching. And, well, he got eliminated. The winner, though, was Mustafa Ali, which... What? Okay, I had to do a double take on that. Like, well, wait, what? What? Ali? Really? Okay. So, again, much like with the Sami thing, this is the first time, as best as I can recall, Ali is going to be performing in Saudi. So, this is another big step. Another big thing. Next up, we got Xavier Woods having a rematch against Dominik via from last week. Woods, he was leading at the start with some there was some really good work in this match. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I forgot on how good Woods is working a solo match. I've seen him just doing so many tag. I just, honest to God, forgot on how good he was. And it's just like, damn. God damn. They should have done something with him with the Intercontinental before they put it on Gunther. Yeah, but either way, decent enough match. It came to an end when Rhea wound up hitting Rhea, who was ringside, hit Woods when the ref wasn't looking, and then Dom rolled him up for a cradle and got the 1, 2, 3. Next up, we got Indus, Veer came. Have fun with that sentence. With Veer. So yeah, it was Indus going against local jobbers, and yeah, just very much so what you would expect. Afterwards, they beat the shit out of him, then Jinder cut a promo in Hindi, so yep. And then we got Raquel Rodriguez having a match, one-on-one match against Chelsea Green, which is taking the place of the tag title match, because on Raw, that's when we saw Adam Pearce talking to Chelsea Green, Sonya Deville, with Raquel there, explaining how Liv's unable to compete. And then Raquel sitting there hearing Chelsea and Sonya constantly going down, berating Liv, this, that, and the other. She can't compete. She should drop the title. She should forfeit the title. Blah, 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 blah. Then Raquel's just like, hey, I'm sick and tired of hearing you talking about my partner like that. Tell you what, instead of tag title, how about I just take you out there and I beat you something stupid? Adam Pearce, I kind of like that idea. I'm going to make it official as of now. So now we got the match. So as far as the match went, really quick action at the start. Chelsea was leading the pace of it. It was decent enough, And match came to an end when Raquel, she did three fallaway slams back to back to back on her, and then did the Tahana Bomb on the Chelsea 1, 2, 3. Afterwards, as she's going up the ramp, celebrating the victory, holding up the title, yay, I won. That was for you. That was for my partner. I love you. I miss you. And then wham! Sidekick out of nowhere from Ronda Rousey. Then her and Shayna Baszler beat the crap out of her, saying, you see what this is? Holding up the title. You see what this is? This is a championship. You're supposed to defend it. If you can't, then just give it to us. And then, yeah. So, we're going to get that. So now we come to main event of the night. Damian Priest and Finn Balor going against KO and Sami Zayn. Now, before this match happened, we saw backstage, little faded away from the camera once or twice, Paul Heyman having conversations with Judgment Day, as well as, at one point, Paul Heyman having conversations with Imperium. Why is that significant, you ask? Well, it's going to be part of the match. As far as the match went, really good pace at the start. Sami wound up being the punching bag at first, and then Owens got the hot tag. And when Owens got the hot tag, he went fucking berserk. He took out Priest, he took out Finn, then he went out of the ring, ducked under Rhea to work around her to go then take out Dom, then got back in, started cleaning up again, and then eventually once he wound up taking down everyone, then he wound up becoming the punching bag for a little bit, and then wound up becoming a punching bag after the second commercial break. Then Sami got the hot tag in. And once Sami got the hot tag in, a little bit after, I should say, after he got the tag in, Imperium came out, and they were just standing there, like, like, okay, they just there to intimidate or what? So, yeah. And then as the match goes on, decent match. It came down to the end with Finn and Sami Zayn in the ring. Finn was down with a haluva kick, and then Kaiser and Giovanni, they got up on the apron, distract the ref. Owens went in, decked them both, and then he got taken out by Damian Priest, who hit him with a choke slam. It was just a matter of too many people. It was the numbers game got to him. So, yeah. And then when the ref finally was able to do the count, Finn kicked out, and then he set Finn up in the corner again. Sami lining it up, getting ready to go run, and then, Gunther's got Sami's foot, holding him back, while Kaiser and Giovanni are distracting the ref again. Finn then pops him with a shotgun drop kick, goes up to the top, hits the coup de grace, 1, 2, 3. So your winners, Finn Balor and Damian Priest. That is it. Stick a fork in it. Good night. So yeah, that's it for this week's show, folks. So please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at @TimVicious. Also, folks, thank you to my producer, executive producer, Ollie Ray Ben, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check it out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good shit. Details are down below. Also, thank you to the contributor of the show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. A little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women. We're in a little bit of nothing. Also, don't forget to check out what I'm doing on Netflix and Vicious Grants Apparel. Help support the show. Help the Vicious Studios get an AC. We need it. The weather. It's the warm time of year, and well, we got the studio at a great price, but unfortunately not very well ventilated, and it gets really hot. Also, do not forget to follow these cool-ass cats right down on Twitter. Kenny, Kill Ideas, _RB, Diabolica RA, Surgery, Curry Pants, and Doug's in your face. And folks, like I always say, and like the shirt says, if you love me, great, you hate me. Fuck you.